Kiozan was brought back and sacrificed for no good reason. Do you remember when Kaneda tried to show his father a new trick? Oma was nervous because he felt that something big might happen.
That's what she said!
And that he might not be strong enough to handle it. Of course, this is foreshadowing Sen Wulong, and I guess that facing Gao Mukaku must have been a wake-up call, because the next thing you know, he's facing off against Kiozan. The only thing that I expect from returning fighters is that they have improved. It makes the fights more interesting, because when they are pushed to a new limit, the fight is still in the air because they have a trump card that can turn things around. It creates tension because you don't know who's going to win, and when you are personally invested, it's irresistible. And Kengan is a crazy story where anything can happen. But styles make fights, and there are levels to this. In the Kengan matches, a sumo wrestler is not equipped to handle a well-rounded opponent because they don't have to play sumo. And Kiozan is not on Oma's level. They might as well be on different planets. So, we should be thankful that Oma's spider senses were tingling, because otherwise, this wouldn't be very entertaining. Although it could have been imagined that Oma could give Kiozan some resistance, we all knew that Oma could never beat Kiozan in a sumo match. And while it could have been imagined that Kiozan would not go down without a fight, we all knew that once Oma was inspired to use his techniques, he would most likely win. What is so exhilarating about knowing what will happen and then seeing it happen? I think Sandrovich used Kiozan in order to highlight the power gap between Sen and Oma. Sen Wulong puts on a clinic against Gao Mukaku with his physics-defying principles, while Oma struggles to apply those same principles against lower levels of competition. But it does not take a genius to figure that out. Kiozan was sacrificed in order to tell us something that we already knew. I like Kengan Ashura. It's not the best thing I've ever read. It's not the smartest thing I've ever read. Nor is it the most inspiring thing I've ever read. But it's my favorite. So, I don't like seeing its legacy get tarnished. In Ashura, Kiozan's match with Sekibahase was the definition of entertainment, and now such a character is defined by a lack of amusement. But don't get me wrong, Kiozan's character development was satisfying, but when you give Oma a challenge, please give Oma a challenge.